So, welcome to part 2 of our trip. Let's talk about not the rain hitting my ceiling, as you can hear. Let's talk about the Disability Access Service, DAS. I do not want anyone who travels from the United Kingdom or from within the USA or any other country to happen to them what happened to us. Before I went to Disney, I called Disney not once, not twice, 3 times to confirm. And 3 times I had it confirmed that international visitors did not need to do this because we were international visitors and the rules only apply to US citizens, which I still think is wrong. So 16 hours after our flight, we got to Disney, landed, went straight there to sort out Finley's DAS, and which we share because of my son, and we share it. We have a whole wealth of medical reasons: night vision blindness, autism. We've got so many different reasons, but we don't use it to our advantage. But there's only a few rides in Disney that we actually like to do. I think during the whole trip, once I'd argued my point and got the DAS, I think we used it 3 times in 7 days, and they weren't even for the busy rides. We used the virtual queue system, which like normal people would. We queued up for the ones that didn't have things like Muppet Vision and the things we could get on quickly. We didn't use it for that. We just used it for the things where we knew there was an outside line in the sun, which we could not do. Okay, we weren't abusing it. It's not jumping the queue, it's just waiting outside and then going back when your time is up. So technically, Disney are getting more money. Now, I'm seeing people in wheelchairs going around which can't be doing this, and they're not entitled to it. It's wrong, Disney. What you have done is wrong. And everyone knows my channel, I tell it like it is. It was being abused by lots and lots of people, but there was a better way to go about it. And Disney, you did not. When we got to guest services, they were uncompassionate and passing the buck. Disney had taken away all their permissions to access it, so you could only do it via a Zoom course. Zoom course? Zoom call. And the person that does your interview after your wait has no medical experience. It could be me with a script on a Zoom call. I know this because I've seen the job adverts for the people that do it. I've also, during the call, saw the fact that this chap was reading a script that I could see and was in his bedroom at home with a Zoom background. Not in a posh office, not in a medical centre, just at home. Because when he moved, the background disappeared and I could see all the clutter around him. It wasn't being greyed out with his grey background. They've just given him a Disney top and the Zoom call gets put through. We got through 3 iPads, 6 weights, 2 reconnects, and it was appalling. My skin starts to blister. Finley was getting stressed. It was the worst thing I have ever seen. But redeeming feature. Tiffany, Dave, purposely rerouted, Melinda, Chris, 2 broke mice, saved our holiday. So I'm going to quickly show you now what happened when we got there so that you do not get stung by the same thing that we got stung by. Here we go. So we're now here waiting with Finley, who's getting stressed out, myself, who's getting rather dehydrated. I've got a drink here, but I'm just overheating here. And we got given this iPad and told that we have to now do a video call the same as the Americans, which is the opposite that the UK people are being told. It's 7 o'clock here now in the States. He's hungry. I'm exhausted from the trip. If within the next hour of waiting this goes dead, or it goes past 8 o'clock, they will cut your call off, and then we then have to go to guest relations again tomorrow and start the process again on our booking. Yeah, I've never seen anything like this. This is probably one of the poorest things I've ever seen for children with autism who are still qualified to get it, to keep them waiting for 4 hours in a park after a 9-hour flight. Even my wife, who's very patient here, has said it's the most shocking thing she's ever seen. I've never seen anything like this. This is really bad, actually. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's pretty much up at 9. Disney have dropped the ball with this one. We got given the wrong room that we requested for him. Yeah, it's not the best start to our holiday, I've got to be honest with you. It's not looking good, but to anyone in the UK who's coming over with a child with autism, I highly recommend you get an email or some sort of confirmation, because they didn't even record our confirmation from our telephone call with Disney. So I'm going to have to call them at about 12 to 2 in the morning to get the UK time. No, it's Saturday tomorrow, so we'll be open, will they? Yeah, this is pretty bad. Waiting. Just waiting. That's it. I mean, we've got nowhere to go. We're sat outside with no air conditioning. Yeah, this is probably the worst thing I've seen. Sorry. 3 hours later, let's go back. So this is the reality of the new DAS system. One very exhausted young lady, one autistic child, and one transplant patient who's starting to feel very poorly. There. So, to end off this video, it's appalling. We shall not return to Disney. 1 week at Disney in the budget hotel from the UK is £7,000, about $8,500 for 1 week. And the service that we received from our hotel, from guest services, was shocking. Disney has changed, and the apple has fallen a long way from the tree and Walt's vision. That's all I'm going to say. There was lots of other things. The response from Disney after contacting them was even more shocking, but I will give Disney more courtesy than they gave us by not telling you what their response was. But however, there are some good staff left at Disney. I'm not painting everyone with the same brush. There are good staff left at Disney, and I understand they are overworked, underpaid, but for what you are paying for a budget hotel, as the UK visitors cannot get discounts, it's mind-blowingly expensive. And when you're paying 5-star prices for 2-star service for a week, you can accept some sacrifices knowing it's Disney, but this was a step too far. The rest of the vlogs that you'll see are actually really good, really happy, really fun, but I do not want people to fall into this trap that we fell into with Disney guest relations. Find a way of getting through to a telephone call or something before you go to Disney. That's all I'm going to say. There are still good points to Disney, but our good points was the people that we met that made our holiday for us. Because on the second day we were so disheartened with what happened the day before, we just sort of like went there not feeling like there was a Disney vibe, and it was really bad. But these guys saved it for us, and as you'll see by the rest of the posts, it's really positive. It's up to you what you think. Disney Daz or Disney Sad. It's entirely up to you. I can only tell you our experience. I feel sorry for people that are going over there who are going to not abuse the system. When we go, can I just say, we take medical evidence with us. That's all Disney had to ask for, and we would always show our medical evidence for what we needed. We never abused the system, as a lot of people did. So, yes. See you in a few weeks' time, hopefully, for the next one. Sorry this one wasn't the most positive one, but I tell the truth on my vlogs, and I don't mummy cuddle things. I know Disney are in the routine at the moment of blatantly taking people to court that talk about Daz, because they want to bury it under the carpet. But as far as disabilities go, they are not a disability friendly place to go in my own personal eyes. But other people may have better experiences, which I accept. There we go. See you in a couple of weeks. Bye.